So it's day number 3 of the LexicalLab 2009 summer school, and I'm here with one of the teachers from our Teaching Lexically course, Anita from Moscow. Hello, Anita.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
And Anita, just tell us a little bit about your own teaching context, who you teach and what you do back home in Russia.
Yeah, hello everyone again. I'm Anita from Moscow. I'm self-employed and I work with adults, individual lessons, one-to-one and groups sometimes.
When you do the one-to-ones, is it mainly face-to-face or is it?
Yeah, it's face-to-face.
It's all face-to-face.
I'm 100% offline now.
Oh, what a luxurious position to find yourself in.
It is.
And from the Teaching Lexically course that we've been doing, what have you found most relevant or most useful so far? I realise that's a leading question because I'm assuming that there has been something, and feel free to say nothing if that's the case, but have you found anything on our course so far relevant to your own teaching or your own context? What's most connected with you?
Obviously, I mean, it's not my first time. It's my 5th time with the LexicalLab team. I think I had attended 9 days of seminars before coming here.
You must be thoroughly sick of us.
I'm a groupie.
You don't want to tell people that.
I don't. Anyway, let them know. I know what I know what I'm looking for, and I would say there are some things I wanted to brush up on, and the most useful thing for now, exactly the thing I think I came for, was yesterday with Andrew about asking questions, because when you introduce vocabulary and you want to stop asking like the CCQs, the CELTA, the CELTA
those kind of closed yes/no questions.
Yeah, and so when you ask them in a different way. Yeah, and so there are so many ways to do that. And
Could you give an example?
Like, at the end of day 3, we've already had a walk today, and our session.
Try harder.
Okay, let me think. So, for example, the only examples are the ones you give with the strike thing, yeah? So, so if people go on strike, like normally the CELTA way would be, if people go on strike, are they happy with their job or not? Yeah, so it's.
And people would say no.
No, and that's it. And you don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just guessed.
Yeah,
yes,
are
no.
they
It's
working
easy to guess.
or not?
Yeah.
No.
So the questions, the questions that I want to ask are usually with the might word. Yeah, why might people go on strike? And then again, have you heard of anybody? Stories of going on strike
and what did you feel the advantage of those more kind of open questions was? Like if you change from saying if people go on strike, are they working? No, to why might people go on strike? Mm-hmm. Why did you feel that was a kind of a fruitful thing to do?
So many ways. Like for example, when you have one-to-one lessons, it actually it makes the vocabulary work like a speaking activity, and it adds to vocabulary again and again. So it's a meaningful introduction of new vocab, and again, it's real concept checking questions, because you can hear from the answers if people understand or don't understand the concept itself. And it gives you ways to explore and maybe add more vocabulary to that. So it's kind of like endless thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting you said that it kind of makes the vocabulary into a speaking activity, because I think one of the things I often found frustrating when I started teaching was I'd do a reading text and the students would say the topic's not interesting for me, and therefore I would think there was nothing of value in the reading text. When I started thinking about just doing more with the actual vocabulary that's there, it's like, okay, maybe the topic's not interesting for you, but let's take this word and explore this a little bit and ask some questions about this. And then you go off on these little side tracks and you connect the language to the students' lives a bit more, and it makes it a bit more real and relevant to them. Even if the topic itself as a whole isn't interesting, there'll be language within there that you can connect and make the students feel is important to them in some kind of way. And tell us a bit about the walk this morning.
Yeah, what I really like about the course, and so it's not only about, because I like learning. Yeah, it's it's also a way to relax. But usually, like when you have the whole day training session, it's a bit too much, and you can't really process everything, because it seems like okay, there's not I mean, there are some things you can change in your teaching, but you need time to process this. And when you have some time off, or when you have a walk, it's also like time to. I mean, I like
time to digest.
Time to digest, but also I love London. Yeah. So,
And
but
where did Andy take you this morning?
No, this was Hugh.
Oh God, it was me.
It was you.
It's been a long day. Maybe we should stop. So yes, the Soho walk that we did this morning.
Walk.
That my brain's obviously already forgotten.
Yeah, because I mean, at the weekend I went to the festival you recommended again at Soho. So it's like
the Village Fair.
So it was a bit different experience of Soho, like more maybe. The community way, the modern community, and he told us about the way it used to be. So a bit of
it's great to see both sides.
And to discover London the way you see it. So it's very important. I mean, to like a local person.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.